Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start by giving infinite honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakbadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the Akim and Agwafim out there learning along, doing your due diligence and making your calling of election sure. And just a quick check-in, man. One of the Akim just posted a video on GMS Get This Work, talking about how they're posting all of these UV lights as street lights in a city. And that just had me meditating on what's called what is it called? I forget the exact word, but it's like something pharmaceuticals. And basically it's when nuclear pharmaceuticals or something like that. But basically it's when they either give you like pharmaceuticals that are like nuclear radiation capable pharmaceuticals from like nuclear waste. They either give it to you through breathing it in, through injecting it, or through actual pills, actual things that you eat. And with that, the next step in that procedure is shooting radio frequency waves through your body in order to get an image of the things that are happening in your body. I think it's like radio or something pharmaceuticals. It may be nuclear pharmaceuticals. I should have looked it up to refresh before I started this video. But people getting all these jabs and getting jacked up with these different combo lists and these different uppercuts, their different oil changes, all these different things that they're rolling out for things on the Happy Meal. We're gonna see what happens when Esau, which is the devil in the Bible, starts rolling out with these different tactics as far as their different plans that they have implemented in order to try to brainwash the people and continue to have that lock on the people's minds, and us seeing that the video of the UV lights is just further evidence showing to how they're using all of these different pieces of their puzzle to try to implement their new world order, their one world government. But we know it's gonna fall horribly. When someone starts to fall out of power, they start to get desperate, which is why you're seeing all these 5G towers go up all over the cities, and them trying to jack everybody up with these jabs. We know that once you put all these chemicals and metals into the people's bodies, and then you start shooting radio frequencies through their mind, that's gonna affect them. So we're gonna see what happens when things start amplifying and they really start rolling out, trying to harm people and trying to hold on to what power they have, because they're no longer able to keep that veil of lies over the people's eyes. The truth is being brought out and they're getting desperate. So when they get desperate, they're going to start trying to, grab onto whatever power they have, which is how we're able to determine determine the times that we're in, because we could see that they're getting desperate when they start rolling out with big parts of their plan. So, and ultimately that's going to lead to the RFID microchip, Revelation 13, 15, and 16. But, you Akim, stay in there. As far as, holding on to what you have, as far as your zeal, as far as your faith, don't be faint-hearted, just know that the Lord is putting us through this as far as, the things that we're going to see, not only as a test of faith, but also to show, this is what happens when, to show us that example of disobedience, to show us that example of what wickedness is, so we could rule in righteousness. So y'all stay in there, continue to study and do your due diligence. Those who have entered into the truth, and we're listening for the elder Akim and the Akim out there putting together your edifying lessons and constantly feeding the sheep of the flock. As always, double honor to the elders and apostles, which is why we're so thankful, because if it wasn't for the elders, then we wouldn't have this truth. If the Lord didn't wake up Abba Vivens and the rest of the men who have been diligently plowing and diligently working and not letting up. But as I said before, man, watch out for their different pieces of their puzzles, their different plots. They got the UV lights, they got the 5G towers. and I think it's called nuclear pharmaceuticals, where you can either inhale it, inject it, or you can eat it. And we're gonna start seeing these different things take effect on the people. You know, we're gonna start seeing them trying to implement their different plans. So y'all just stay alert. You know, a lot of people are gonna fall away, as far as people that you may have been close with, people that you may have had as neighbors, people that you may see on a daily basis. You know, and especially in the major cities. You know, you brothers be alert as to who's around you and how people are acting, because a lot of people may already have that blip in their hand. You know, whether you know it or not. You know, and as our Lord tells us in not only in Daniel, but also in the book of Revelations, how the devil and his angels were cast down. So they're gonna get desperate. You're gonna start seeing a lot of unfamiliar faces in your communities and around you, and you're gonna say, you know, I ain't never seen him. Well, now you know that's most likely an agent or somebody set up to try to cause a turmoil or a tumult. But you know, y'all stay grounded, y'all stay solid in the faith, as our Lord tells us. You know, he considers us precious gems. So he's not gonna let us perish. You know, our faith is more precious than the gold that perisheth. So y'all stick in there. Don't let this devil try to roll out with his scare tactics. You know, Esau ain't never gonna come up to you and do nothing personal. He always got to do something behind the back, or he always got to do something, you know, that you don't have nothing to do with. You know, he always try to stab you in the back when you ain't paying attention. So, you know, for the most part, the Lord's gonna take care of that. You know, ask the Lord to support you when you're unstable and support you when you're unaware. You know, because for the most part, we don't know all the things this devil is doing, but we constantly take note of the house of the wicked. Meaning, we constantly take note of the things that they do in order to warn the sheep of the flock and let our Akim and our Guapium know to be alert. You know, and pay attention to the different tactics that they're rolling out. So y'all stay in there, and you know, simply be prepared and pay attention to the things that are happening around you. Until next time, Shalom.